Welcome back to Plot Twist, my new Excel chart series where we turn boring data into stunning visualizations. In today's episode, we'll learn how to create a tornado chart in Excel, and trust me, people might need a warning before they see this chart. Let's take a look. For example, here we have units sold data by product for two separate stores, and we need to visualize this data ASAP. This is a perfect opportunity for a tornado chart because we have two separate stores with the same units sold data that we need to visualize and compare. A tornado chart is a type of bar chart that plots both variables on one bar with an imaginary axis in the center of the data bars so that you can easily compare the length of the two bars. When creating a tornado chart, you also typically sort the data in ascending order so that the data bars create a funnel shape resembling a tornado. Before we create the tornado chart, we need to make one of our data series negative so that it plots the values below 0 while plotting the other series above 0. This will create the imaginary middle axis at 0 with one of the store's data on the left and the other on the right. To quickly convert store 1's data to negative, we can use the copy and paste operation trick. Just enter -1 in any surrounding cell, copy the -1 by selecting it and pressing Ctrl+C, selecting store 1's data, and opening Paste Special by pressing Ctrl+Alt+V. Now we can multiply each of these values by the -1 by selecting Value and then selecting Multiply under the Operations section. Press OK to multiply the values, and we are ready to create our tornado chart. To create a tornado chart, select the data table, navigate to the Insert tab, open the column or bar chart dropdown, and insert a 2D bar chart. Next, clean up the chart a little bit by deleting all of the chart elements we don't really need. So I'm going to delete the chart title, the x-axis, the legend, and grid lines by selecting each element in the chart and pressing the delete key. I also like to remove the chart border to give it an embedded look in the worksheet by selecting the border, navigating to the Format tab, opening the Shape Outline dropdown, and selecting No Outline. Okay, now that we've decluttered our chart, let's move the product values to the left border of the chart by right-clicking them, selecting Format Axis, opening the Labels menu, and setting the label position to low. Next up, let's format the data series. To format the data series, select a series in the chart and then set the series overlap to 100% so that both bars are perfectly aligned with one another, and decrease the gap width to 15% to make the data bars larger. Next, let's update the color of the data bars to make this a little bit more aesthetically pleasing by opening the Fill and Line menu and updating the first store's data bars to light blue using the Fill Color dropdown under the Fill section. I'm also going to add dark blue borders to make these data bars pop by setting the borders to solid line and selecting dark blue in the Fill Color dropdown. Next, let's make store 2's data bars dark blue to contrast with store 1's by selecting them in the chart and setting the fill color to dark blue. I'm also going to add borders to keep the formatting consistent by selecting solid line. Okay, this is looking much better. We've created our tornado. Now we just need to add data labels to each bar so that it's easy to see each store's unit sold values. To add data labels, select the entire chart, navigate to the Chart Design tab, open the Chart Element dropdown, open the Data Labels menu, and select Inside Base Labels. The position of these labels look good, but we need to remove the negative sign from Store 1's labels because they're not actually negative. We just made these values negative so that they would appear to the left of Store 2's values in the chart. So let's remove the negative signs by selecting the negative data labels, opening the Label Options menu, opening the Number section, and setting the number formatting category to Custom. Now we can edit this custom format code to omit negative signs by deleting the minus sign from the format code and then pressing Add to apply the new format. Last but not least, let's make these data labels easier to read using the commands on the Home tab of the ribbon by bolding them and updating the font color to dark blue. Repeat this to format Store 2's data labels, except this time make the font color white, and our tornado chart is complete. Now get ready to have the entire office in a whirl over your new tornado chart. A tornado chart is a great way to showcase data comparisons and leave everyone else spinning. Let me know if you like this one in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode of Plot Twist.